Mohammed Rehman writes, "Hi guys, I love the show. I know directors choose the direction of the movies, but I thought they film it. If they do, what is the cinematographer's job? And what else is the director's responsibility?"
Well, I mean, I've always said this, and I'm going to cede the floor here to Dennis here in a second, because he can really answer this better than I can. But I've always said, the absolute main responsibility of the director, and other people will have different visions of this, but to me, first and foremost, the biggest responsibility of the director is to get the right performance out of their actor. That is the number one responsibility to me. Now, there's 1,000 other responsibilities, but to me, that's always the biggest one. But Dennis, you direct, you've been a cinematographer, a DP. Explain for us the difference between the director and the cinematographer and what the DP does.
I always say that the director is in charge of everything, but does nothing. and what I mean by he does nothing, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have a job that he's like stressed out over and does all these things, but he's in charge of looking over every aspect. And I do agree that his main priority is getting the right performances out of the actors. I think that's his number one priority, but he has a ton of stuff. He has to talk with the cinematographer about the look that he wants for the movie. Like, if we want this particular scene to be shot a certain way, they work with the wardrobe, costume, visual effects. So I know a lot of people are saying like, well, Zack Snyder, he doesn't have anything to do with the visual effects of the movies. Well,
yes, he does.
No, he doesn't sit down and he doesn't push around keyframes. He doesn't make the CGI, but it's his job to oversee what he wants, and that's kind of what the director does. They oversee every department, even the sound editing, the film editing. They oversee everything because it's their vision. And what I mean by they don't do anything is they don't actually go in and they don't sew the costumes, they don't fix the lights, they don't actually run the cameras. I mean, pictures like this, usually, yeah, directors will go and look. Most of the time, the director has a screen in front of him. Yeah. They don't go and look through the viewfinder. Those are usually taken as kind of publicity shots. Yeah, they're mostly in front of a screen. So, yeah, they do a lot, but they don't actually, physically touch anything.
So the director tells all the heads of the departments, this is what I want, and then it's the head of that department's responsibility to carry it out and make it happen. And like to the cinematographer, the director will say, this is the shot I want this, and this is the type of look I want. Now it's up to the cinematographer to use his skill and whatever to bring that vision to life, show it to the director and go, yeah, that's awesome, and whatever, and then they move on and move forward.
Exactly. I mean, even especially big budget movies, the cinematographer doesn't even touch the lights. Like, they have gaffers and grips and all that stuff to do all that stuff. So it's like, I mean, depending on how big budgeted the movie is. On an indie film, the director could be shooting it as well.
And cooking lunch.
Yes, cooking lunch and moving the lights and all that. But we're talking, on the big budget movies that actually have, a budget.
Right.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.